frosty January. We need to head to the cement factory because we have some stones being processed into cement bags there. Oh god, it's quite slippery and I forgot to grip this road. I can't stop on the hill. Jesus Christ. Let's see if we can winch this in first of all. Grab some wood for Craig, get that sold. After Craig's, we'll head over to Walter's, pursue the cultivating contract that he has arranged for us, the next stage of construction, and I'm excited to see how it's going to take shape. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the American Dream at Riverbend Springs. It is a frosty February. As we can see, we've had a bit more snow overnight, but I've been getting busy this morning installing a CCTV camera. That's right, I installed the camera to keep an eye on our increasing in value land area, especially considering it has a rather lucrative sawmill operation. Just another couple of checks, and yeah, I think we can check that it's working. Yeah, I think that looks to have good visibility over the entrance to our yard and the shed. Fantastic, well that is good news. Right, first thing this morning is I think we've got some extra building materials to put into our farmhouse, because we now have some walls, some stairs and banisters, and yeah, looks like the outline of what will be our porch. But we have got some more things to put in here. What do we need? We need 4,000 litres of wood beams, so we can get cracking with that. So we'll hop in the pickup and get that batch loaded up. Now, there was a dusting of snow overnight, which is why all the tracks are recovered since we ploughed it, but to be honest with you, it is just a dusting, so it's nice and easy for us to drive on. Right, here we go. We can get wood beams loaded up. Right, we can get this strapped down for the drive over, because it's a bit of a tall load. And I think I've just noticed that, yeah, we seem to be out of materials for our sawmill, so I will have to see about dragging and winching some more wood over to keep that busy. But let's hop back in the pickup and drop off these materials. There we go, we can spin around the front, quite literally, because it is a little bit icy still. There we go. All 4 pallets dropped off. And construction has resumed. Looking forward to seeing the next stage of the farmhouse. Oh, I think I've got a text message. I don't have this number saved, but it says, "Thank you for the delivery of wood. Could you bring another trailer full of planks and planks long? I've got a business opportunity for you. Craig." Ah, well, it's Craig, the playground maker. We did do a large delivery to him last time. Sounds like he is wanting ever more wood, which is good for us, because means that we can sell more. So it sounds like he wants a trailer full of planks and planks long. We'll see what we can get loaded up and take over to him. Now, fortunately, we have a lot of planks and planks long. Alright, it's taken me a little while, but I've loaded up as much as I can, including a pallet of small planks in the back of the pickup. But we have, I think, 8 small pallets in the back and 3 planks long pallets. So hopefully that is enough for Craig. Oh yeah, this is a bit heavy to get started, slipping a little bit. But yeah, we'll take a slow and gingerly drive over to Craig the playground maker. We didn't get a chance to see him last time, but sounds like he's got a business opportunity for us, which I'm intrigued to hear about, especially if it involves some good profiteering. Now it seems that Riverbend is back up and running since some of the major snow that we had back in January. There is a little bit of snow on the forecast still, but it's pretty negligible compared to what we saw in December and January, so that is very good. And I'm hoping for some warmer weather so we can get back to some farming. Craig's is the last right on the road out of Riverbend and up the hill. Seems like it's been de-iced and ploughed, so that's handy for us getting up with this heavy weight. Now I'm curious to hear what Craig has got for us by way of business opportunity. I think we made a good large amount of money from selling the wood goods here last time. Alright, let's pull up and see if we can find Craig. Hello Craig, are you in? Hey Craig, how are you keeping? Pleased to hear. Yep, we're all well, thank you very much. So I hear you have a business opportunity for us. Alright, I see. You're looking to make toy tractors and trailers for the playgrounds. And you're in need of a good volume of building materials. Well, I guess that's where we can help. I see. We supply the materials, you supply the labour, and we share the profits. Well, that seems fair to me. Okay, you're also working on a large playground construction. Well, sure, if we've got any spare building materials, we can bring them over to help build the playground. Right, okay, you're short of some good rope. Well, we don't have any rope, but I can see what we can do to get some for you. Might go and chat to Walter about that one. Oh yeah, certainly Craig, we're happy to go into business with you, and I've got the first batch of building materials for you right now, so I'll get them unloaded for you in the workshop. Cheers Craig, we'll see you soon. Oh, it's nice to be dealing with Craig again. He certainly is a nice chap and has a good business opportunity for us. So it sounds as if he is looking to make some toy tractors and trailers for the local parks and so forth. And he's doing this out of his workshop here, or the Playground Maker Hall. And we need to supply planks and planks long. And he's going to do all of the labour. We'll source and provide all the materials, and then we're going to share the profits. So this is the specification of the toy tractor that Craig is looking to build. For each one he needs 8,400 planks and 2,016 planks long, so I think we have enough supply in our current trailer load to build at least one tractor, and we will have to keep bringing him more and more. Right, yes, well, we'll get all this wood unloaded into the workshop. But before we do, Craig did mention that he is working on a rather large playground build project, which is out the front here, and to be honest with you, I had no idea, did not notice at all that this was being constructed. But every time that we have provided materials to Craig, it has contributed to this community project that he is building for a large playground, and he seems to be doing this off of his own back, which is really nice for the community in Riverbend. It seems like he needs wood beams, planks long, and rope. He did mention about rope, which we don't currently have, so I might have to investigate what we can do to source some rope, because it would be nice to get this fully built if we can. Right, let's get these materials unloaded, and then I might stop into Walter to see what he's got to say about sourcing some rope. There we go, that's the last of the materials dropped off. Oh, and it looks like Craig will be starting progress shortly. I look forward to coming back and seeing a fully built toy tractor if we can. Right, let's head off and we can go check in with Walter. See you later, Craig. Well, this is very good news. It's always nice to have different business opportunities in Riverbend. Of course, we've got our sawmill operational and we can sell building materials, but helping Craig with a sort of more specific and bespoke business could fetch some more profit, which will be very, very good. And of course, with Noah's sawmill out of the picture, I think Craig has been looking to try and get his hands on as much building materials as possible, which is where we come in. And I think we've just arrived at Walter's, so we can turn into East Farm, and hopefully he is here to talk to. Yep, there he is. Hope he's not getting too cold again. Hey Walter, how you doing? Yeah, it's good to see you. Sorry for dropping in on you, but I've just been to see Craig, the playground maker. He's got an interesting business opportunity for us, which we're going to help him with. But he also had a question about sourcing some rope. I don't know if you happen to know, do you? Right, I see. Rope is pretty expensive, but is there a way that we could make it? Okay, we'd have to grow cotton. I know that you've had some cotton experience on some of your fields and farm. Well, if we were to look to grow it, then we'd probably need a bigger field. And we need a planter, you say? Well, to be honest with you, Walter, I was actually looking to see if you had any more land for sale, because we've got a good amount of money now and we need to expand our farming business. So, it turns out that Walter is looking to sell field 44, which is right next to our field 34. And it's got grass in it at the moment, but yeah, it's fairly expensive at 72,000. But we can actually afford it with all the money we've raised. So I'm thinking that we could look to buy this and plant cotton in it, but failing that, we'd then have another field to plant or drill any other crop that we fancied. Well, I think we'll take you up on that offer, Walter, because it gives us lots of options and we want to expand the farm. But any idea where we could source a planter from if we wanted? I see. Old Ben. Yeah, we will go check in with him for sure. Thanks, Walter. Here's the money for field 44. Well, it's cost us an arm and a leg, but we now have another field. So, I think what we'll do is we'll hop in and we'll maybe go and chat to old Ben, because it sounds like he is the person to go and speak to about sourcing a planter, which we'll need if we wanted to grow cotton, which would then be used, once harvested, to make rope for Craig's playground. Or if not, failing that, we could look to drill another crop of our choosing. And yeah, we've really got lots of options if we've got extra field space. We've already got a wheat growing, I believe. So yeah, we could put anything else in there that we wanted. Alright, I see old Ben is knocking about, so let's pull up and we can have a chat with him. Best park up out of the way so I'm not blocking the road. Hey Ben, long time no see. Yeah, I feel like I've been around talking to everyone this morning. We've spoken to Craig, we've spoken to Walter, and long story short, I'm looking for a planter. Yeah, we're looking at some options to plant some cotton, and I was wondering if you had anything kicking around. Right, I see, you have got an old planter, but you'd only give it to us if we can help you with some ploughing. Well, that's not really what I had planned today, but I think we could help you out if it meant we could get our hands on a planter. So old Ben has got a field that he needs ploughing, and he has said that if we do this contract for him, he will pay us and also give us an old planter that he has got stashed away. And yeah, that will probably suit us for what we want to do in the future. So I think we'll probably look to help him out with this ploughing. Sure, yeah, we can do the ploughing, but have you got a plough we can borrow? Oh, right, you don't have any equipment we can borrow. Well, I guess we'll have to go source a plough from somewhere. Well, thanks Ben, we will catch you later. And yeah, once we're done, you say the planter is right next to the field we need to plough. Well, thank you very much. Cheers Ben, see you later. Okay, well things got a little bit more complicated there. Seems like we could get our hands on a planter, and all we'd need to do for it is a ploughing contract for old Ben, plus he'd give us a little bit of money as well. So that is good news, but it does mean that we need to source a plough, because old Ben doesn't seem to have any equipment that we can borrow, unlike Walter. I would ask Walter, but we've used his equipment quite a lot for working on his own fields, and I can't imagine he'd let us borrow it to work on one of old Ben's fields. So I'm thinking what we might do is go and grab the John Deere, and I'll probably keep the pickup, so I might put the John Deere on the trailer, and we'll head over to the dealership and see if they've got a plough that we can utilise. Well, it seems like this morning is rife with business opportunity and work to do, and I'm not forgetting that last time we spoke to the sheriff he did offer us the possibility to become one of his deputies. But at the moment I think we're far too busy with our own sawmill and wood and farming operations. So yeah, we'll have to consider that. I probably won't respond to the sheriff. I'll keep that option open in case we ever needed to, if something went wrong and we needed some work. But yeah, hopefully the sheriff won't be annoyed by us keeping him hanging. Right, we have made it back so we can swing into our yard. I hopefully can clamber up the hill. It's still a little bit snowy in our yard. And we want to be picking up the John Deere. So what we can do is unfold the ramp on the trailer to get it loaded. What I think I have seen is that the winch is attached to the John Deere. So what I might look to do is take the opportunity to load some wood into the sawmill as it is empty, and then we can get the tractor loaded up onto the trailer and get that over to the dealership to see about buying a plough. Okay, made it to the dealership, and I can see that all the vehicles that we delivered here from Silver Run are still on the forecourt, waiting to be delivered or sold. Luckily it doesn't look like they suffered from the rather wintry winter we've had at Riverbend. Alright, let's see what they've got for ploughs. Alright, for ploughs there is only really one option, this Unia U-023/1. It is a 3-furrow plough and it needs 45 horsepower to run, so we really can't have any larger size of plough because the John Deere is only 50 horsepower. It's 1.2 meters wide, and yeah, it's customizable into John Deere colors, so I have given it a John Deere colour scheme, which is rather nice, and it's going to cost us $1,000, so that's not too expensive. I think we'll buy this. Alright, there it is. We will have to get the tractor unloaded and get the plough attached and then the tractor back on the trailer. We can get this unstrapped and hop in the tractor. There we go. I've widened the ramps a little bit to make it easier to come off and on. There we go. You can hitch up and raise up. There we go. And I think we'll reverse back on, because I don't think it'll be safe having a plough dangling off the end. Ramps folded in, tailgate up. We can head over to Ben's field, field number 14, and get that ploughed. Alright, it's a right turn here to field 14, past the fire department. And... oh. Is that a new fire pickup truck they have got? Yes, it is. Looks like they've had a bit of an upgrade. It's not quite a full fire engine, but yeah, it's nice to see that they're spending a bit more money on the fire department, as of course had the barn fire when we first came to Riverbend, and the explosion of my log cabin. So yeah, it feels like Riverbend is in need of a good fire department. Right, I think this is Ben's barn, and field 14 is to our left. Let's get the trailer opened up again and split the ramps to a good enough width to drive off. There we go, we should be good to disembark the John Deere. But I just wanted to take a look around, because Ben did say that the planter he's going to give us is around here. And there's nothing inside this barn, just some old wood and so forth. Nothing in here, no. Is it around this side? Possibly. Aha! Here is a planter. Oh, it's a bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. Here we go, what is this? A Lizard SPC 6. Wow, it's actually quite a wide planter. Hopefully our tractor can run this, we'll have to see. It's seen better days, looking a bit aged, but maybe we could give it a lick of paint, and we'll see. Right, well, this is our prize, plus a little bit of money when we get this field ploughed up. So let's hop in the John Deere and we can get that underway. lifted up. And that is all of field 14 ploughed. And for the size of field, which is relatively small, that was a mighty job in the small John Deere and the small 3-furrow plough. I think we have very much earned whatever old Ben is going to give us money-wise, and the planter. So yeah, that took quite a long time, but I'm pleased to say that we've turned it over. And I think ploughing is a lot harder in a smaller tractor and smaller plough, because the ground just throws you around and throws you off course a lot more easily, as I guess you've got less weight and less surface area that you're using for traction and so forth. But for next steps, let's get this plough lowered and dropped off on the trailer. I think what I'm going to do is use the John Deere to hitch up to our planter. I can say it's our planter now because old Ben did guarantee us ownership of it if we did the ploughing of that field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hitch up to it and probably use the John Deere to take it back to our farm, as that's just down the road, so it's not going to be too far for me to trek it just on the tractor. So let's reverse up and get hitched to it. There we go. Right, I think we want to raise it up if we can. There we go. I thought it might be a little bit too heavy for the John Deere, but it seems to be pulling it okay. As I say, it has seen better days, but we can get that cleaned up and give it a service and make sure we are good. Don't want to be snagging any branches. I think Ben must have placed that here before that bush grew out, as yeah, it's a little bit too wide to get it out, but there we go. I think we should be all right now. There we go. Right, so what I'll do is I will run this back to the farm, and then I will journey back for the pickup, and we can then go and collect the money from old Ben. And yeah, I'm not sure what else we could do today. Obviously we've got a new field which we own. I think it has grass in, but I don't think that's probably going to be ready to mow until next month. So we could obviously turn in the grass and get the cotton planted in February, but it might be better to wait until next month so we can mow the grass, possibly borrow David's baler to get it baled up, sell it to the animal dealer. Maybe an opportunity for us to chat to Katie and catch up with her, and it's going to make use of the grass rather than just sort of turning it into the ground. So yeah, I think that's what we'll look to do. Right, turning left here, and I thought I'd go a little bit further down the road to inspect our new field, which is this one to the right of me, and it's a nice long field. So this is going to be perfect for drilling a nice crop or planting cotton if we want to make rope. Be interested to take your thoughts on the cotton idea and using it to make rope. Or we could just look to drill something like sorghum, which would have a fairly quick sort of growth and turnaround time for harvest. But yeah, things are looking good on our little Riverbend farm. There we go, made it back, and I can see that the construction of the farmhouse has gone really well today, because we've got some walls on the second story, which is fantastic. Right, we've got full dominion of this shed now, so we can park over towards this side and put our planter somewhere nice. Probably back here is going to be good. There we go, fantastic. Right, we can head back off then. I think I will drive the John Deere back, and that will make a little bit faster so we're not walking over there back to the pickup. But yeah, look at that, the farmhouse has come along quite nicely today. I will check it once we're back to see if there's any more materials we need to put in there. Head back this way to get a view of our new field from above. And yeah, it is looking rather nice, rather spacious. And of course there is another field over there. I think that's field 34, which is next to our current field 33, our smallest one. And yeah, I wonder if in the future Walter will be willing to sell that one. I don't see why not, because he sold us the larger field that's in this section. So yeah, once we've raised enough money, I think we'll probably petition Walter to see if we can buy that last field off him, and then we'll own that whole section, which will be really good. Driving back up to the field we ploughed. We ploughed it in the sunshine, and now it looks like the snow has returned. But I don't think it's going to set as it's 6 degrees, so it will not set on the ground when it is that temperature. But if it gets colder overnight, it may well do. But I think hopefully we are clear of the snow. I'm looking forward to a nice warmer March. And as mentioned, the grass in the new field that we've purchased, it'd be nice if we could get that mown up and sold to make some money out of it. Alright, let's get the John Deere back on the trailer. We can hitch up to the plough again. Let's raise that up and should be able to drive over to Ben's. Alright, we've come at Ben's from the other way. Let's pull into his yard and grab our money. Oh, it looks like Ben has gone inside. Let's see if he's left us a note or anything. There we go. Just a note that says, "Thanks for doing the ploughing. Here's the money I owe." Great stuff. Cha-ching. 2,500. That is nice. Especially considering we had a sizable dent to the bank account to buy the field from Walter. It's nice to have just under $10,000 again. Right, we can head on home. I don't think we're going to be doing any more work with this slow present. But yeah, we've got some plans for next month to mow up that field, use the grass to sell to the animal dealer. I'll have to borrow David's baler, and then we can see about cultivating it and planting cotton if that's what we think is the best thing to do, and hopefully we could use that to make rope for Craig and his playground project. Alright, we made it back. The snow has just left a rather wet road, and of course the dusting that we had overnight has completely disappeared now, which is good news. It's lovely seeing the farmhouse taking shape. But what we can do is get the John Deere dropped off here and get it unloaded. There we go. John Deere stashed away and nicely under cover out of the snow. And we can just check in and see if the farmhouse needs any more building materials. I can hear building is still ongoing, so we can shut the pickup down. Yep, it's got wood beams still, so it is good to carry on. And there we go, the snow is coming in hard. Oh, got a text message. Aha, I think it's Craig. He sent a picture of how the toy tractor is coming along. I can see the wheels, that's looking good so far. Hopefully we see it when it is done. But that is it for today. It's been an interesting one with some potential projects coming our way. But I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like me to do, then feel free to leave a comment. But all there's left to say is I hope to see you again next time on the American Dream at Riverbend Springs. And until then, catch you later. Cheers all. Bye bye.